Welcome guys to Sunday Snack. My name's Mike and we've got a whole bunch of Lego to be playing with today. Welcome guys. Today we're going to do two things. I'm going to tell you guys a story and then we're going to think about what it means for us today. And so the story starts, of course, as it always does, with Jesus. So here we've got a J with a crown saying that Jesus is king. Now remember, Jesus has died, he's come back to life, and now he's made a promise to grow his church, to make more and more people believe in him. And so today we're going to see a little part of how Jesus helped more and more people to believe in him. Okay, here we go. So we need our first two characters. Now, our first character is John. There's John, and our second character is Peter. And there's Peter. So we've got Peter and John, and they've got their hands here, and do you know what they're doing? They're preaching. They're preaching. They're saying, everybody believe in Jesus. Believe in Jesus. He died and he came back to life, and he's God's resurrected king. Believe in him. You need to believe in him. So they're preaching. They're telling people all about Jesus. And they even did a miracle. They even healed a man whose legs didn't work, and they made him perfect again. Well, they made him able to run and jump around. But as they were telling people all about Jesus, some people got angry. Some people didn't like this. They didn't like this at all. They didn't like hearing that Jesus had died and come back to life. They didn't want to hear that Jesus was the king. They didn't like that. So these are the people that got angry. They are the Pharisees and the leaders of the Jews. So they're over there and they've got their thumbs down. They're going, boo, boo. We don't like you saying that Jesus is the king. We don't like that. We don't want to hear that we killed God's king. No. And so do you know what they did? They brought in their soldiers. There's a big soldier. And they brought Peter and John. And they put them in jail. There's a jail. They put Peter and John in jail. Oh, no, that's not right. There we go. They put Peter and John in jail. That's how angry they were with the message that Peter and John were saying. They put them in jail and they left them there for a whole night. And then the next night, they brought Peter and John out and they spoke to them. And they asked them a question. They said, why? Why do you think you can tell everybody about Jesus? Who says you can do this? Who says you can tell everybody about Jesus? Who says you can do that? And Peter and John, they trusted Jesus. Remember, Jesus made the promise that he was going to help grow his church. He was going to help more people hear about him. So now these two preachers, they're being asked a tough question and they're getting pressure put on them and maybe they're scared. And these guys are scary. They locked them in jail. Jesus helped them. He gave them the Holy Spirit. And do you know what they said? They said, who are we going to trust? Who are we going to listen to? Are we going to listen to Jesus? Or are we going to listen to you with your threats of sending us to jail? Who are we going to listen to? And they said, we're going to listen to Jesus. Because he's the king. He died and he came back to life. And the Pharisees didn't like this at all. They didn't like this at all. Said, no. So they told Peter and John, you're not allowed to talk about Jesus anymore. No more. You're not allowed to talk about him anymore. Or else. Or else we're going to lock you up in jail again. Or else. So you better stop. And they made threats saying, stop. Or else. But Peter and John went back home to all the other believers in Jesus. And do you know what they did? They've been sent to jail. They've been threatened. What would be the first thing you did if you got home? But this is what they did. Them and all the other Christians, they got down on their knees and they prayed. They prayed to Jesus. That's the first thing they did when they got home. They prayed. Here we go. They prayed to Jesus and they said, Jesus, help us to talk about you boldly. Help us to tell more and more people about you, even though it's scary. Even though people are threatening us, help us to tell more and more people about you. That's what they prayed. And then all of God's people, everybody who'd believed, they started sharing things with each other. If someone needed food, they gave them food. If somebody needed a place to stay, they looked after each other. And so Jesus kept on keeping his promise to grow his church. And that's where the story stops for today. but we'll keep on going next week. And now, guys, what does this mean for us today? Well, Jesus made the promise that he's going to keep on growing his church. He's going to keep on having more and more people believe in him. And so what I want you guys to do now at home as a family is simply get a piece of paper, maybe ask your parents to write down 3 names of people that you want to tell about Jesus. Maybe it's your friends from school, maybe it's your teachers, maybe it's part of your family. Write down the names of some people and then pray for them. Say, Jesus, please help this person to believe in you. That's all you have to say. Jesus, please help this person to believe in you. So that's the first thing. Write down the names of people, maybe 3 people that you want Jesus to save. And then pray for them. Do that as a family now. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for joining us on another Sunday snack. And I'll see you on Wednesday for Wacky Wednesdays. See you guys. Bye.